accorded to us more impetus to ask questions. And like I said, that he will come. I was happy yesterday. In fact, the House members were happy from yesterday. And today, when it was announced on the floor of the House of Representatives, that Mr. President has shown commitment to be with us, which is just being with Nigerians to discuss the issue of security. It has never happened before. And I commend Mr. President for believing in democracy. That's a true sense, a true display of the elements of being a Democrat. And I commend the leadership of the House. In fact, the members of the House commend the leadership of the House in the way they have managed this situation so far. It was a rowdy section. In the wisdom of the House, we suspended sitting for one day. And while we were not attending plenary, the leadership were busy doing the back channel diplomacy of engaging with the executive, especially the chief, commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic. And he yielded what a plenary section may not be able to yield. And we are very, very happy with the leadership style of the current, because not everything is achieved through rancor and acrimony. Not every victory is won by wearing our boxing gloves. Most of them are achieved by sitting around the table. So when there is a crisis, look for the table. For negotiation, for interaction, usually yields a better dividend for our democracy. So we are in a happy mood in the House that this joint partnership, this partnership with the executive is going to be the betterment of our country. Because when the president comes, many have asked the question, is it going to be televised? Is it going to be closed door? That also will come out of the wisdom of the leadership. The invitation is not to ridicule Mr. President. We are two different arms of government. We are one government. If the executive bleeds, the legislative arm bleeds more. And the same goes for the judiciary. Therefore, the need to synergize from time to time, to compare notes from time to time, to look at the challenges of each arm of government from time to time will drive good governance. And those who enjoy good governance are the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and I'm sure you have one or two questions. Let's have them.
Any question? If no question, we're done. No question? I offer you have question.
I like it when you don't have question. So you must have question. All right, no worries.
I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Anyway, we want to comment because we learned from the neighbor that you are looking at the other side of the divide to become the spokesman of Mr. President. Maybe
No, I'm not.
that you want to assist show Gaba. Thank you.
Any other
That's a
question?
lighter note.
Question. Which date?
Okay, Prof.
Yes, as the speaker said yesterday, that it would be out of place since we were not summoning. When you summon, you give date and time. You are hereby summoned to appear before the parliament within the hours of this and that on so date. That is the language of a summon. But this is a back channel diplomacy, legislative diplomacy. And we are not compelling, we are inviting. And when you invite, if you really want your guests to attend to the invitation, you rub minds to find out the availability of the person you have invited. That was what the leadership did yesterday. The leadership engaged with Mr. to be convenient for him to appear, and he accepted. We have an estimate of when we generate public importance, which demands where time is of the essence. In every matter of urgent public importance, time is of the essence. And based on that, and in the wisdom of the president, he is not delaying it, he's prioritizing on it. So, security is topmost on his agenda at the moment, and that is why, in the course of next week, since we just finished today, we're not sitting tomorrow, I'm sure in the course of next week, he will be able to adjust his program. I know Tuesday may not be visible because we have NEC meeting. All of us who are members of the National Executive Council of my party, APC, which I'm one of the members, will be having a meeting with Mr. President on Tuesday. We also have 1 or 2 other engagements on Wednesday. So we're looking at Thursday or the upper Tuesday. But the date is not yet definite. We'll communicate that to you in due time.
Okay, Prof has the floor.
No,
Prof.
that's okay.
Okay, as I said. Okay, leave it.
Yeah, so Mr. Chairman, you had an executive session just a while ago. Last 2 days ago, you told us you don't really know whether it will be open when there's a meeting with the president. I don't know. Are there some other, have you got some other information? Because, that's that. Is it going to be thrown open? Or very fast? No, not very fast. It's coming here. Or there will be
Close the-
That did not come up in our discussion today, but I'm sure, because we're in partnership with the press corps, before that day you will get the details. You will be the first to know before those who are outside here. I can assure you that.
Sorry, sir. Before
I thought you said you don't have
No, there is a trending report.
There's a what?
A trending report.
Yeah.
Which we want you to please speak to.
Yeah.
About some padded list of legislative dates on the payroll of the right honorable speaker. But we actually delayed, writing the other side of the story because we need to hear from you that about 60-something numbers of legislative dates, strange names, were found on that list and they are being weeded out. Please can you speak to that because we learned the same thing in our call at the other side of the chamber of the National Assembly. And some members do, they have their legislative dates embedded in the list of those being weeded out. Please speak to please.
Oh, this is a bit strange. I'm hearing it for the first time. But as you know, the office of the Speaker is a big office and has richly of aides, constitutionally allowed by convention and practice, allowed to assist him in delivering the objective of that office. It's a big institution. And I'm not sure the exact number currently, but that's, I may have to find out from his office, the Chief of Staff, and also the management. I'm hearing it for the first time, but if it had been discovered that certain names, there is a change of administration in the National Assembly recently, which you are aware of. The former management left and new management is in place. If the new management found some fictitious names, like ghost workers on the list of Mr. Speaker, Speaker's aides, it means that they are vigilant. It means that they are doing the right thing, because oftentimes I have said it, that what is killing our recurrent expenditure in this country, which is taking a huge amount of our budget, that what is taking that is ghost workers. most people who are being paid salaries, are not nowhere adding any value to the development of this country. So if this particular administration, the new CNA, has started, observing, looking at the screening to prune down the payroll, and he's discovering names that ordinarily supposed not to be there, I commend him for doing that. It is a step in the right direction. Please, he should go ahead and prune, even in my office. Although in my office, the extra A's I have, I'm paying from my own allowance, because my office is also very big. We need to analyze what you write every day. We need to have an opinion on what you do every day. And based on that, we have to engage more hands that will help us do analysis of issues, national issues. So, but there is no provision for that. I don't think you'll see that in my office. But if you saw that in the Speaker's office, it means that the CNA is doing a beautiful job, and he should be commended for doing that. So let them prune the more, and let it go beyond the House of Representatives. Let the nation join this IPPIS. Let everybody complaining about it, forget about the complaint, because we want to block all the leakages of the national fund. If we are paying those workers who are not contributing to national development, who suffers at the end of the day? The taxpayers. So, beyond the legislative arm, I challenge and I urge every department to ensure that those that receive salary are the people who are actually laborers doing the job, and every laborer, good laborer, deserves his wage. But if you are not supposed to be on the list and you're on that list, I'm sure very soon you'll be discovered and you'll be shown the way out. So it's commendable. It's commendable. I think I've addressed that. Is there any other issue?
Last question, Musa.
Yes, Musa.
Chair, good afternoon. My name is Ahmed Musa. I'm from Nigerians are very, very much appreciative of the House for inviting the President to come and shed light on the security situation in the country. And you said here that using backroom diplomacy, you've been able to obtain commitment from the President. Now, sir, one key thing, one fundamental thing that everybody, almost everybody, is looking at is the need to change the service chief. The Senate has resolved last week, or this week rather, that the service chiefs have overstayed the. Would the House also extend the use of your backroom diplomacy to impress it on the President that it is time for the service chief to go? And also make him understand that he is violating the public service rule by allowing people whose terms of service are elapsed. Thank you, sir.
Very, very beautiful question. A follow up to this?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good afternoon, sir. My
Good
name
day,
is Jacob.
good day, Baba.
My name is Jacob Shekwala. As a follow-up to what he said, we have passed a series of resolutions asking the President to sack this service. Similarly, your counterpart. But you are the same people who will go ahead to engage these people again about the security of this nation. Why are you engaging them since the President? Why can't you stop interacting with them? Because of this, still making the same sense.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think it's just one and same question. The question is, the service chiefs, what is the position of the House? Will it be an issue to be discussed during the visit of one of the issues? We are looking for solution. Like I always say, we are not, it's not about the visit of the president. It's not about, you want to score a point that the president is visiting. That is not what we are about. What this is all about. It's about solution-seeking mechanism. We are looking for strategies that will help us find solutions. The visit of Mr. President happens to be one of them. What will it afford the House? He is not coming there for us to serve him tea or for him to give us anything. What we want from him is, please, let's do a SWOT analysis of the security sector, security issue. What are your strengths so far? Mr. President, what are your weaknesses? We think these are your weaknesses. So if we believe that not changing the security chief is one of the, we will mention it as one of the weaknesses why this thing is not getting the right result. Mr. President, what are your threats? How can we help with these your threats to convert them to opportunities? Mr. President, have you looked at this angle? These are the opportunities we think that you should harvest. For example, declaration of state of emergency on security. Look at what it offers you, Mr. President. Have you considered that? It will help you look at alternative ways of resolving this issue. So that's what I told you about seeking for the table when there is a crisis. So what Mr. President is coming to do is for us to lay everything on the table for him to see. Tell him what we think based on what you have informed us as our constituents. Because all of you here are our constituents. You have your own opinion. This is what our constituents are saying. What do you say? Believe me, Mr. President is going to spend some time with us, sitting down and discussing with us. Nobody is going to harass him or ridicule him. It's going to be a discussion, just like we had with the service chiefs. Now, why are we still engaging the service chiefs? Because they are still serving the nation. You cannot boycott and say you will not carry out your constitutional mandate that says oversight these agencies, oversight the executive. If you don't engage them, you are doing a disservice to the nation, to the citizens, because it means they are on the frolic of their own and they can do anything they want to do and nobody asks them questions. So I don't think the right thing is to avoid the service chief. I think the right thing is keep engaging with them and keep asking Mr. Tell you why that is the best strategy to curb the security problems in the country. Why keeping them is the best. He might have his reason, and that is what he will explain to us. And if we're able to present stronger reason before him, and I'm sure on the strength of the listing, after all, they say he will not come to attend to this invitation, and he's going to come. So if there is any other thing people think that he's not going to be able to do, they will be shocked that Mr. President might turn the other way around to surprise Nigerians, because he has broken the jinx as the first president to agree to see the parliament. You know, in the history of Nigeria, he has broken the jinx, and that is a good one. But beyond to come out from that room, from that engagement with solutions, and I can assure Nigerians, you should be expectant that after that engagement, a lot of new things will happen. I prophesy that he will come, and he's coming. And I'm also prophesying that after that engagement, that there will be new things, because I'm the oracle of the house.
Thank you very much.
Well, you are on live to GTV Africa. Nice to see you. The man that claimed to be oracle of House of Representatives just had engagement with a press corps in the House of Representatives as regard to the visit or invitation by the House of Reps to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That means President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is about to come to National Assembly without any molestation, without any attack on him. He is passing on his office. He's going to visit the National Assembly, and everyone is going to see or hear about the discussion as regards to the issue of security of the nation and what is happening. And maybe that will now bring up the changes in the security that we are all expecting. This is GTV Africa. We are all live to GTV Africa. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, GTV Africa, and our Facebook. Like it, GTV Africa Services. Thank you for your time. Next, see you next. Thank you so much.